Hello student, today we are going to learn again about active and passive movement. At the end of the session, you should be able to define what is actually active and passive diffusion, explain the types and principles of diffusions, what are the factors influencing diffusions, and explain primary and secondary active diffusions. Diffusion is a process of transportations across the plasma membrane. It can be divided into active and passive transport. Passive transport is a movement of substance from the area of high concentration to the lower concentration, provided there is no barrier. There is some existence of concentrations gradient. The downhill movement of the substance will occur until the equilibrium reach, and there is no energy required. Whereas for the active transportations, it is a movement of a substance from the low concentrations to the high concentration. Since it is against the concentrations gradient and the movement is uphill, there is an energy are required. So the ATP needs to break down so that the substance can go uphill movement against the concentrations gradient. This diagram is a summary of the two types of transportation, passive and active. Passive did not require energy, and active need energy. The three types of passive transportations is diffusion, the process of osmosis, and facilitated diffusion. For active transport, it requires energy. There is two forms of transportation, which is an ion pump and also a bulk transport. The bulk transport can be divided into two, exocytosis and endocytosis. Endocytosis can be further broken down to three types: phagocytosis, pinocytosis, and also receptor-mediated. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration and occurs mainly in gases, liquids, and solution. Look at this picture here. Sugar molecules heaped at the bottom of the cup of tea that has not been stirred will, in time, become evenly distributed throughout the liquid by diffusion. The process of diffusion is speeded up if the temperature rises and all the concentrations of diffusing substance is increased. Diffusion can also occur across a semi-permeable membrane, such as the cell membrane of the capillary wall. Look at this picture. Only molecules small or soluble enough to cross this membrane can diffuse through. For example, the oxygen diffuses freely through the walls of alveoli. Alveoli is the air sacs in the lungs, where oxygen concentrations are high, into the bloodstream, where oxygen concentrations are low. However, the blood cells and large protein molecules in the plasma are too large to be crossed, so it remains in the blood.